We're going to talk about 7 things you need to not do with your money during this crisis. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Talit.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
Become a better couple,
and live a better life.
This video is being brought to you by Legal and General America. Everyone knows why life insurance is important, but many of us choose to ignore the reality of what would happen if we were to die suddenly without proper protection. The results could be devastating for your surviving family members, leaving them with a large bill for your final expenses, or even worse, loss of the family home because they can no longer cover the mortgage.
Term life insurance gives you peace of mind at a price you can afford. Term life insurance allows you to meet your financial obligations today while still protecting your family's future tomorrow.
If you don't currently have a life insurance policy, you are not alone. According to Life Insurance Statistics and Facts, which is a report put out by the life insurance industry, about 43% of the population don't own a life insurance policy in any amount.
Wow. Buying life insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Legal and General America make it easy for you to protect your family's financial future.
As one of the nation's leaders in low-cost, high-quality life insurance to over 1.3 million families, they know how to protect you.
Legal and General America makes understanding and applying for life insurance easy. You can get a free quote by going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. The links are also in the description box below.
We know we are in the midst of a situation, a season of life that we've never seen before. And sometimes when things are so uncertain, when we can't really see the future, we can't predict how things are going to go, sometimes we make decisions that perhaps we shouldn't make, especially when it comes to our finances. So we wanted to break down some different things that you all need to not do with your money at this time. We want you to make sound, wise decisions at such a sensitive part of history.
That's right. You know, a lot of questions have come up in regards to finances. What should I pay? What should I not pay? So we thought that it would be a great idea to bring this content to you guys because we know that there are some people that are stopping doing these things. We don't want you to stop doing these 7 things that we're going to be mentioning to you. So make sure you take notes.
Number 1, we don't want you to stop budgeting. Our lives are in such a way that now we're in charge of our schedule. Now we're in charge of how we spend our time, how we spend our energy, how we spend our money for the most part. And so a lot of people can use this time to lose discipline in some areas that you need to keep discipline in. And one of those is your budget. Please continue to stick to your budget. Now, you may have to adjust the budget now because of the way life looks now, but you should not stop depending on your budget. Your budget is still your roadmap, getting you from where you are today to where you want to be financially in the future. So we want to implore you not to lose discipline, not to lose energy in your budgeting, but actually to make it more of a part of your life and your daily routine.
Yes, if there was ever a time to be doing a budget, now is the time. Number 2 is do not, and we are going to repeat this, do not stop or pause your life insurance policies. You guys, even the more why we all need to make sure that we have life insurance in place. There are families all over the world that have been impacted by either losing loved ones, unfortunately, and jobs, and just different things that comes with loved ones passing, and you don't want to leave your family without having proper finances in place. We love to recommend this video sponsor, Legal and General America, if you don't have life insurance. For some of you who do have life insurance, you may need to also increase your life insurance or update it and things like that. We only recommend term life insurance. If you would love a free quote, go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. The links are also in the description box below.
I mean, I think everything that's going on is illuminating the fact that we're just not in control. We don't know when our time is up, and we still have to be responsible. So we want to encourage you guys, at the very least, get a free quote to see how that fits into your budget. We think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
And believe it or not, a lot of you guys have done just that. When the news came out where everybody had to stay at home, a lot of you all were putting proper finances in place. And a lot of you guys actually got free quotes. So for those who have been procrastinating, those who have not received their quote, definitely go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA to get a free quote today.
All right, the third thing that we want to talk about is we don't want you to withdraw funds from your 401k.
No.
Yes, the option is there. Federal policies have come out to even make it easier. We are just not fans of it because you will lose the compound interest that you have earned as a result of contributing to your 401k. We want you to let it continue to build because we're going to get through this. We're going to make it to the other side. And we want your retirement money to continue to grow because at the end of the day, you are going to want to retire. You don't want to get to retirement age and not have the ability financially to move forward with your retirement. So we recommend that you do not withdraw your money from your 401k. Let it continue to build.
That's right. As a matter of fact, we actually recommend that this is a great time for you to try to increase your emergency fund. So for some of you, maybe you have just the bare minimum. You may want to take a look at that and try to find ways to kind of beef that up a little bit because we would rather see you have to fall on your emergency fund than having to fall back on your 401k.
Right. So the next thing that we want to talk about is we don't want you taking your money out of the stock market. The market has gone down in value, and this is the absolute worst time to take your money out because you are assuring yourself of taking a loss. Historically speaking, the market has always rebounded. You can look at past pandemics, past economic collapses, and you will see that the market rebounds and recovers.
Now talk about the difference because we just mentioned 401k and now we're talking about stock market and we don't want you guys to get confused.
That's right. So some people have money in their 401k and that money could be invested in the stock market, but some people have money in the stock market outside of their 401k. Maybe you have an index fund with a certain company. Maybe you have individual stocks and mutual funds with a certain company that's not necessarily inside of your retirement account. We still feel the same way in regards to the investing funds that you have that are just individual investments because right now you're assuring yourself of a loss. If you hold on, if you stay in there, then you'll see that your money will be recovered. Now, you may be in a place from a budget standpoint that you may want to stop or slow down your contributions of new funds. Us personally, we think this is actually a good time to continue to invest. But if your financial situation, job loss, income reduction is causing you to cut back in some areas and you think this is a good time to maybe stop or slow down your contributions, that's one thing. That's okay if your situation warrants that. But if you take the money that you already have in the market out, you are assuring yourself of a loss and you're going to miss the benefits of the rebounding market.
All right. Another thing that we want to make sure that you stop doing is frivolous spending. Okay. So now is not the time for us to just be racking up a lot of spending. What we actually like to recommend is look at your budget, definitely maintain your four walls. And also this may be an opportunity for some of you who have the ability to learn a new craft and things like that. Maybe you have to invest in certain courses and stuff like that. We're all for that. But the outside frivolous spending, guys, the truth be told, a lot of us are probably in our homes organizing, purging, and we're trying to get rid of things and not necessarily bring things, physical, material things in the home. So we want to make sure that you watch that and be very, very careful and mindful.
At the end of the day, we want you, especially now, to be intentional with your dollars. We don't want you just thinking, oh, this will blow over. We don't know. We don't know how long we're going to be in this situation. So you need to be super diligent, super intentional with the things that you're choosing to spend your money on. The next thing that we want to talk about is we do not want you to ignore the relief programs that are available. There are relief programs related to mortgage and rent. There are, for those of you who have lost your job or maybe you've been furloughed, the government has enhanced the unemployment benefits that are out there. You can call the lenders that you owe money to. You can talk to the banks that you bank with, and there are relief programs out there. We don't want you to ignore them thinking that you are automatically disqualified for X, Y, and Z, or your bank or your company doesn't do this. You need to explore to see what's available, because a lot of people, a lot of organizations are working together to try to stave off the pain that is being inflicted by this current situation.
That's right. And that kind of goes into the next portion, or the next tip, is do not misuse relief programs. Some of you guys have received payment deferments or stop payments, or some of you guys have even received finances and funding in certain areas. Make sure that you're utilizing this time to make sure that you're doing the right thing by that. What do we mean by that? So some of you all do not have to pay student loans right now, right? Some student loans are pushed back to the latter part of this year, but we want to make sure that you still have the money by the time those loans and those bills do come due, that you have the money and the funding to pay it. Now, it doesn't mean that that money is going away. What they're doing most times in a lot of these things where they're pushing back or stopping payments is they're putting it on the back end of your loan. So we're telling our students over at powercouplesuniversity.com, if you're not a student, if you're not a power player, we would love to have you. We're actually telling them to utilize this time to actually increase some of their debt payoff if they have it. Now, some may have job uncertainties and things like that, but there are some industries, you guys, that are not shutting down, that are actually thriving in a time like this. So in that opportunity, we highly recommend that you're utilizing these relief programs to your benefit. If that means that you can stockpile some cash to the side so you can go ahead and throw it towards principal and some of this debt, then that's what we recommend.
Yeah, nothing is free. So even if a mortgage is deferred, that money is still going to be owed at some point. So don't just think, oh, that's right, I don't have to pay my mortgage.
Let me do whatever I want with this money.
Let me ball out.
Yeah.
No, you got to be smart, and you have to not misuse these programs, because you're the one that's going to end up hurt. If you don't understand the terms and conditions, if you think that this is just free money being handed out, you are incorrect on both fronts. So we want you to be diligent, smart, and intelligent with the decisions that you are making with your finances during this time.
That's right. So we want to hear from you. Leave us a comment in the comment section below, letting us know what are some of the things that you are not stopped doing, or maybe some of the improvements that you have made during this time when it comes to your finances. Give this video a thumbs up, you guys. The more you thumbs up this video, YouTube algorithms, they will show it. Therefore, a lot of us need help right now during this time. Don't forget to also hit that share button. Share this to your social media. Share this to your family and friends. And if you have not done so already, subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with any and all new videos.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time.
Stay safe.
Peace.
Bye.